Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the November 10th, 2021 Plymouth Board of Education meeting to order at 7 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like to entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Greg Showers, second by Dick Foote. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Next, I'd like to open up nominations for a temporary chairperson.
Nominate Greg Showers.
Second.
Greg Showers was nominated by Walter Seaman, second by Karen Kolesa. Do I have any additional nominations? I'd like to entertain a motion to close nominations.
Second.
Motion.
So moved.
I'll take motion by Dick Foote, second by Michelle Lucian. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Based on only one board member being nominated, Greg Showers is officially the temporary chairperson who will now reside over the meeting.
I would like to entertain a motion to have the Board of Education not go into caucus at this time and move right to the election of officers.
So moved.
Seconded.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. I would like to open the nominations for the chairperson.
I'd like to nominate Walter Seaman.
I'll second that.
Do we have a second nomination? Okay, I need a motion to close nominations.
Motion to close nominations?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We're going to pass out paper ballots for the vote. Ballots need to be signed by board members and will be made public in 48 hours.
Thank you. Make sure you sign it as a board member. They need to know who voted for it.
Sign on.
No, you
Just put your name down.
voted for it.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Didn't hear that. Thank you.
It's unanimous. Nine votes were cast for Walt Seaman, Walt Seaman has been voted permanent chair of the Plymouth Board of Education. The chair will now preside over the rest of the meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Showers, and thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you. With that said, I'd like to open nominations and election of vice chair. Do I have a motion? Do I have a nomination?
Karen Colessa.
Second.
All right, by Greg, Karen Kless has been nominated by Mr. Showers, seconded by Michelle Lucian. Do I have any other nominations? Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to close nominations. By Greg Showers. Do I have a second? By Mr. Foote. Nominations are closed.
Is it okay if you spell the last name wrong?
No?
I'm just going to put Karen.
All right, unanimous. Karen Clausen is the vice chair. Congratulations.
Thank you.
With that said, I'd like to open up nominations and election for secretary. Do I have a
I
nomination?
nominate Michelle Lucian.
I have a nomination.
Second.
By Greg Showers, seconded by Karen Colessa. Do I have any other nominations for secretary? Hearing none, I'd like to entertain a motion that nominations be closed.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Michelle Lucian has won the seat of secretary. Congratulations. Item number 6, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of October 13th, 2021. Do I have that motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Showers. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Michelle Lucian for the second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
One. I wasn't here, so I don't know.
Dia should
Yeah,
just
and
abstain as well.
Dia Fusco also abstains. All right, congratulations. All right, motion carries. I would like to, for those out there right now, I'd like to introduce some of the board members that we have. Dia Fusco, there is a new board member. Lou Zabushka is new, and I don't know if we can call Mr. Perugino new, but he's back. Mr. Perugino spent a number of years on the board and served as board chair for many years, and now he's back. So welcome, everybody. At this time, item number 7 on the agenda is the superintendent's update. I will turn the meeting over to the acting superintendent, Brian Falcone, at this time.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to take a second to welcome Pat and Dia to our team, and I look forward to working with you in the future for the best interest of our children in the district. I'd also like to take a second to thank Ellen Roth and Melissa Johnson for their service to the community as former Board of Education members. This evening, my update will be brief, as I know the main concern of the board and the school community deal with the teacher and administrator who are currently on leave, and a teacher who resigned from their position yesterday afternoon. Our board chair will be commenting on these concerns this evening. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Phyllis Warhunski, who stepped in as the interim principal at Plymouth Center School. Mrs. Warhunski is a familiar name within the community. Phyllis spent 30 years of her career working for the Plymouth Board of Education. 13 of those years she spent as the principal at Harry S. Fisher Elementary School. It's our hope that Mrs. Warhunski's return to Plymouth will bring the stability needed at Plymouth Center School as we work through these pending personnel issues. A quick COVID update. DPH has offered a screen and stay policy that allows students and staff who are unvaccinated or partially vaccinated to remain in school after a close COVID-19 case. There's a number of stipulations and requirements that go along with this policy, and I'm going to table that for now due to the fact that I haven't had sufficient time to work with my administrative team and the nurses based on all of the circumstances I've been dealing with in the past week when the policy came out. So that is going to be tabled at this time. And that's all I have for this evening.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to address what Mr. Falcone has spoken about. There's been a lot on social media, a lot of misinformation. I was given a legal notice to read. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to read the legal notice. I think the community deserves a little more explanation. People are angry. Parents are angry because they feel that they haven't received information. And I understand that because I am also a little angry that by state statute and the laws that we, as the board, can't receive the information that we feel possibly that we're entitled to. We don't get to pick which laws we follow, right? Some people don't like the laws of wearing seatbelts. Some people don't like the laws of talking on the cell phone, but we don't have that option. They are there for a reason. And the reason that the information is not fully disclosed at this time or to this board is because it cannot be. Per statute and policy and procedure, and the integrity of the process. One thing that I can tell you is last June this board had to pick a superintendent. And we went through a process. And for those of you out there who, I do read the Facebook. I don't pay a lot of attention to it. Mr. Falcone has been taking some heat. I will tell you that the teacher who resigned yesterday worked under Mr. Falcone for 13 days. And I tried to get information out of Mr. Falcone. And for those of you out there who know me, I usually am persistent and get what I want. I didn't get any information. So at that point, I knew that we hired a person with integrity and values and will do what's right for the district. And believe me, I put a lot of pressure on him, a lot of pressure. And I still have not received the information because I'm not entitled to it. And then he sat down and he explained to me why I wasn't entitled to it. So I hope that people understand that. And then we knew that the correct decision was made. I will share with you what I can. And some of the information has already been out. James Escher was placed on administrative leave on September 17th, 2021. He was placed on suspension yesterday 11/9/2021. He resigned from his position yesterday as well, given no reason. We have an administrator and a teacher out on leave. That is not connected. They are two separate incidents to that. Local and state agencies are conducting investigations. Those are being done, which the district or Mr. Falcone is fully cooperating with. Okay? So I know people are angry and they want more information, and I understand it because I also want more information. But I also have a duty to believe in the process and not taint the integrity or compromise the process. So I'm asking people to trust us. I'm asking people to believe in the process, even though we may not like it. I can assure you a few things. The board will be looking at its policies and procedures and seeing if they need updating. And as soon as the information is available and the appropriate information is available, it will be distributed in the proper manner to you. We are fully transparent as much as we can be by law. The other thing that I can guarantee you or assure you, that if anything is found or anyone is found to have betrayed the trust of this district, our children, and this community, we will do everything that we can to make sure they are held fully accountable to the greatest extent that we can hold them. And that's the information that I have right now. So for the media in the room, there will be no further questions afterwards or answers from any part of the board. And anybody listening, the point of contact for any information is Superintendent Brian Falcone. It's not the board members because we don't have the information. Mr. Falcone is working with our legal counsel and cooperating with the agencies involved. And as the information is given, it'll be disseminated as appropriate. And that's all I have for now. Now, with that said, we have public comment. Public comment is 2 minutes. For the new board members, public comment is for the public to come up and speak. It's not a question and answer session. Thank you for that. It's not a question and answer session, and it's not for us to debate. It's for them to say. Now, if you come up and speak, please do, but please, you have to state your name and your address, and you have to sign in at the appropriate thing. The vice chair will keep time. She will ring the bell when your time is up, and at that moment, your time is up and it's time for you to return. So with that said, item number 8 on the agenda, is there any public comment? I'll ask again, any public comment? Okay, hearing none, we will move on to item number 9, new business. I'd like to entertain a motion to donate various binders dating from 1885 to 1975, the Board of Education minutes, Plymouth School Committee minutes, etc., to the Plymouth Historical Society. Do I have a motion? We're good. Okay. Who made that motion?
I do.
Michelle Lucian. Do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
By Greg Showers. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Next item. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the reappointment of Karen Zugerski to represent Terryville on the Agricultural Education Advisory Committee for a full 3-year term. Do I have that motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Any discussion on that motion? I will add some discussion. I know Karen Zugerski's been very involved with that ag program, and Wamogo has a farm herself for many years, and I couldn't think of anybody better at this time to serve on that, to represent us. With that said, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Okay. Item number 10 on the agenda. Board member and committee reports. Finance and operations. Mr. Tenza, I will turn the meeting over to you as the business manager.
Good evening. Welcome the new board members. I look forward to working with you. Again, as each month in your board packet, you'll find a written report from the business office along with some graphs of where the budget is as we move along in time. So at this time, usually what I do is ask if you have any questions regarding what has been presented with you so far. If you have any questions, please fire them out there and I'll answer any of them. And if not, we'll move on to kind of the next stage, which is to ask you about the contract for our athletic trainer. So first, are there any questions regarding the information that I've provided? Okay. Let me give you a little background with the athletic trainer contract. As you know, you approved us to go out to put out an RFP for athletic training when our previous trainer quit on us. If, for lack of a better term, they did not fulfill their contract. We did put out an RFP. We received one response from Advanced Physical Therapy here in Terryville. The contract is, actually, I received it just prior to this meeting from Shipman and Goodwin. They've gone through the RFP, they've gone through the bid response, and then they put a contract together, which I have not had a chance to review yet, but what Acting Superintendent Falcone and I are asking is for you to give us the authority to enter into that agreement. I can tell you the financials of the bid at this point, and that is that for the remainder of this year, Advanced Physical Therapy has honored the previous commitment from our previous athletic trainer, so there's no impact to this year's budget. Next year, there is an increase, and then the 2 following years is a flatline increase. So our expenses will go up, although I would have expected that anyway, and they're not really out of line for what I expected. I will share the contract with you. If you want to know exactly what the numbers are, I'm happy to tell you, but I don't necessarily know if this is the right format to throw numbers from that out there. So,
Is there any reason why we're going with a 3-year contract?
only to keep them in, kind of working for us for the 3 years. That's historically what we have done, is a 3-year contract. Most contracted services are looking for a 2 or a 3-year. At this point, in working with them down here at Advanced Physical Therapy, they were happy to go to 3 years.
And how does this compare to our last, we'll say, contract as far as dollar-wise?
All right, so this year holds flat. Next year goes up by $3,000. The following year goes up by $3,000 and remains the same for the third year. One of the issues right now with most of the physical therapy, the athletic training issues now is the state has changed the criteria to become an athletic trainer. They now need additional credentials, which is driving their earning potential up significantly, which is actually why Select Physical Therapy dropped out with us because they couldn't fill roles. Advanced feels that they can and want to partner with the school district.
I think that it's probably a good idea to have a 3-year contract anyway. That way, if somebody's working with the kids, they can get to know them and have more of a relationship with them.
The contract does hold an out clause for both parties at any point, so
So at any point, it can be terminated. Does it have to be agreed upon by both parties, or one party or the other?
one party or the other.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Tenza about this? Okay.
So there is a motion on there for the board's consideration.
I'd like to entertain a motion to authorize the acting superintendent and/or the business manager to approve a contract between the Plymouth Board of Education and Advanced Physical Therapy for athletic trainer services. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
By Mr. Foote. Do I have a second?
Second.
By Michelle Lucian. Any discussion on this motion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
If there's no more questions, then thank you very much.
Thank you.
Personnel report.
Yep. We have the personnel report. It's in your packet. Mr. Falcone, do you want to speak to it, or do you just want us to accept it?
So you've been provided an updated personnel report in your board packet. This report was updated on Friday when we sent you the board packet, so it does not reflect the most recent resignation of the teacher at Plymouth Center School. Please let me know if you have any questions on the report.
Any questions on the personnel report? All right. Item number 11 on the agenda, second public comment. Do I have any public comment? Okay, hearing none. We will move to item number 12, board liaison reports. We are going to take a look at this now and maybe rearrange. We do have some vacancies. Harry S. Fisher Middle School, I do not have a report at this time. I've been busy. So I was unable to make it, and I apologize. But and Plymouth Center School is also vacant, and we will discuss that and get those filled. With that said, Eli Terry Junior Middle School and the Booster Club, Miss Cindy Candria Florenciani. Did I get it right?
Fisher, too?
Huh? Eli Terry and the Booster Club?
Yeah,
She's
you're
going to do
Fisher.
Fisher as well, she's saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's right, yes, because you took over yes.
So for Fisher Elementary School, they are finishing up their fundraiser right now. They're a little shy of their goal that they were hoping for by just about $500. They did extend it for another day or two if anyone would like to go online and order anything through, now I'm going to draw a blank for the name of the fundraiser. It's the big Charleston Wrap, the Charleston Wrap fundraiser. You can order everything online and it gets delivered to your house. And that's pretty much all that. Oh, Fisher had their first school store open. Oh, forgot I could take it off. Fisher had their first day with their school store, and I was there when they did it, and the kids absolutely loved it. There's stuff from 25 cents. I think the most expensive thing was like $5, but everything was like $1 or under, and the kids were buying stuff for their classmates, buying stuff for their siblings. It was so nice to see the kids really excited about that, and they're going to start doing that monthly. So the next one, the kids will be shopping for Christmas, so send them with a little bit of money because they'll have a blast doing that. So that's my Fisher update. Eli Terry Middle School, we just did the fundraiser at Firehouse Subs. It was a great turnout. They actually ran out of food around 7:15. But it was a really great turnout, so thank you for that. Texas Roadhouse donated a door prize, which was Also a nice way to add on to that fundraiser. Texas Roadhouse, we're waiting for the approval, but we're hoping that that will be our next fundraiser. That will start November 15th. It will be a great way to purchase gift certificates to Texas Roadhouse, and a portion of the proceeds will go back to the middle school. They're also going to be starting to collect gift certificates or items for their holiday calendar that they're doing. That's going to be in February. And that's it for the middle school. And then for the Booster Club, currently they are selling their calendar raffle. It's a great fundraiser that the athletes do, so you can get in contact with any athlete. And they're selling the calendars. They're $5 each. You get a chance to win items that are valued at $25 to $50. A lot of like gift cards like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and stuff like that. A lot of nice restaurants are on there. It's a very easy and fun fundraiser to help support the athletes. Cross country is doing well. In all the sports, the numbers are a little bit low, so I know having the girls going through high school and stuff, if you like want to get into like any of these clubs in the school, it's a lot of fun. You get to travel to a lot of different schools, and I would really encourage other people that might not always be that athletic to try out and like really support the teams, because the numbers are pretty low, and it really adds to the games when there's quite a few of you taking the bus trips to the other schools, competing, cheering each other on. So with the winter sports coming underway, if anybody wants to join the girls basketball, any of the other winter athletes, please do so. That's it for mine.
All right. Mrs. Kalesa, Terryville High School.
Yes, the Terryville High School PTSA met a week and a half ago, I believe. And as always, we are a group that is there to support our senior graduates with their after-grad party. We are looking to raise money to provide them a safe place to have fun together one last time right after graduation. The Terryville High School PTSA is also doing a Charleston wrapped fundraiser. I don't know about you, but I know that those wrapping papers from those fundraisers are way better than the stuff you could get in the store. So please contact any parent that you know that is of a senior, or you can contact the school for the code to order directly from them. You go right online and order it right online. It's very easy. They talked about some other fundraising ideas as well, but I would implore our audience to please reach out and find a way to support our seniors this year. They have had a few difficult years, and it would be nice for us to be able to send them off in style. So, thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Showers, District Safety Committee, after all these months, I think you're finally able to have a report.
The last meeting we had was in February of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning we got together, and it was nice to see everybody again. Schools, they're all doing their drills once per month. There's fire drills and safety drills. We're looking into electronic filing of reports. Every time there's a fire drill done, instead of sending paper to the fire marshal, do it electronically, save time. Let's see. Reunification planning is going to be our big item, our big action item for the year. We're going to talk more about that in detail come April, our next meeting.
Okay.
And replacing cameras here at the high school, that's another big item. That's about all we can discuss right now.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, moving along to board comments. Let's start with Mr. Zabushka down the end. You have any comments, Mr. Zabushka?
We're talking about these schools. I'd like to take Plymouth Center, the vacancy.
Okay, it's yours. Okay, that's it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Perugino, any comments, sir?
Yes. First of all, it's great to be back working with this team. I'm looking forward to it, another 4 years. The other thing is I want to welcome Phyllis back. I worked with Phyllis when I was the liaison to Harry S. Fisher. I worked with her for I don't know how many years. In fact, there's a courtyard named after our family over there. You go take a look. And she's a wonderful person. I think it's great to have her back. I also want to thank the voters for bringing me back here. I had about a 5-year sabbatical, but I learned I want to get back and help you guys out. I'd also like to know, I don't want to create any problems, but I would like to have Harry S. Fisher School.
You can have it. I'm the treasurer, that's why I can give the report. Oh, you can have it.
You want Harry S. Fisher?
Yeah,
You're gonna have to
I was
play
on the
70 for it. I
PTA
don't
over
know.
there and
Oh,
everything.
yeah, you.
All right. Bare knuckle boxing. So, Cindy, you're all right with that?
Well, it's actually yours.
It's your school.
Oh, I'm happy. Yeah.
You're on the spot, Walt.
You can absolutely have it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Anything for you, sir.
Thank you. That's the end of my comment.
You
Thank you.
good? All right. Ms. Florenciani.
So we all have the papers here for the Witch's Princess play that's going on. So the thing that I love about this play is that it's open to every child in our town. So my son is at Fisher, and after school, he gets to come here and be with Mr. Perkins and Mrs. Williams and learn how to put together the play. I think he has like one sentence in the play, but he's super excited about it. He's more excited to be on crew. He's learning what crew is like and the lighting and everything. And it's such an amazing opportunity for the kids. And it's so great that Mr. Perkins and his team opens it up to all of the children in town. So please come out and support them. If you're over 65, it's free, so all the seniors should be piling in here this weekend. Bring a canned good. They're donating the canned goods to the local pantry. Students, it's $10. Adults, it's $14. The kids are having a blast with this production, so I hope everyone can come out and support it.
Mrs. Lucian, any board comments?
I just want to welcome the new board members and say congratulations and welcome to our team. And depending on the location of CABE or Ed Advance, I'll go wherever the spot is needed.
Okay. Ms. Clifton.
Yes. Yes, I would like to also welcome our new board members and our returning board members as well. Lovely to have the opportunity to work with you. And I would also like to publicly thank Phyllis Warhunski for coming back. She is exactly what this district needs. She is exactly what Plymouth Center needs at this moment. And I truly appreciate her service to our town.
Mr. Foote.
I'd like to welcome the new members on board and also Pat, to see him back. We went to different schools together, so welcome back.
Ms. Fusco.
I would just like to thank all the voters for electing me for this position, and I look forward to doing a lot of great things for the town and families.
Mr. Showers.
I'd like to welcome the new board members. Say we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of work ahead of us.
Love it.
Ready for it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the only thing, like I said, and I'll mimic, everybody else, is I do want to thank, I called her last night, but Ms. Warhunski really just kind of put her whole life and retirement on hold to come help us out when we needed it the most. And I'm very thankful and grateful for that. And to Mr. Falcone, who I give a hard time pretty much every day, and he puts up with me. He hasn't left yet, so thank you for that. And to the community, be patient. You'll get the answers that you are looking for when it's appropriate. And I know that I appreciate your support, and the board appreciates your support, and this entire board has one goal, and that is your children and to educate them. So with that said, that's all I have. Item number 14, the next regular meeting of the Plymouth Board of Education is on Wednesday, December 8th, 2021 at 7 p.m. in the cafeteria at Terryville High School. Item number 15 is the executive session. I'd like to entertain a motion to enter into executive session at 7:39 p.m.
So moved.
I'm not done yet. Regarding the following items. A, the agreement between the Plymouth Board of Education and the Technical Office and Professional Unit and the International Union, United Automobile, Aerospace, and Agricultural Implement Workers of America, or otherwise known as UAW, Local 376, and item number B, the agreement between the Plymouth Board of Education and the Plymouth Education Association dated July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2025, inviting in Mr. Falcone, Acting Superintendent, and Mr. Tenza, the Business Manager, into the executive session. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
By Mr. Shower, so I have a second.
Mr. Foot.
Okay, I don't have that on mine. I'd also like to add to the motion, excuse me, item number C, the interim principal Plymouth Center School discussion concerning terms of appointment. So do I have that motion as amended?
So moved.
By Mr. Shower, so I have a second.
Second.
By Michelle Lucian. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? We are now in executive session at 7:41. We are going to remain right here. All cameras will leave, and doors will be shut, and all personnel besides the board members will have to vacate.